So we just did white crane spreads wings. The next move are the swims. I'm going to do swims and strike with right hand because they flow right into another, and it's easier to end with strike with right hand. Let me show you the moves. So after white crane spreads wings, I noted last time in the last video that we're going to keep turning. Step out, right hand settles down. I'm going to swim forward, sinking back, hands change. Swim forward, sinking back, hands change. I'm going to do that one more time on each side. So I get 4 swims in all together. Turning back, hands change. Forward, turning back, hands change. And then strike with right hand, hands change, right hand comes in close to the ear. I'm going to come up on the left foot, all the weight on the left foot. Right hand strikes. Okay? So that's the swims and strike with right hand. So let's go through this a bit. The good thing is that the good thing about this move is that after white crane spreads wings, the only time we shift the feet are here to take the step, and after the swims, here where we come up on one foot. Okay? So I'm going to start with this simply and then add more details into it. And I'm going to do this facing you to begin with. White crane spreads wings. Okay? The swims, if I step out, and then I'm going to forget about turning for the moment. So I'm just going to shift my weight forward and back. Okay? Shift my weight forward and then sink back. You'll notice that when I shift my weight forward, my hands are staying still with my torso, relative to my torso. They're still moving forward and back, but what I'm not doing is swinging my arms around the torso. So I shift my weight forward, and then as I sink back, my hands change. Shift my weight forward, I sink back, and my hands change. So if you do this for a little bit, you'll get the feel, I did that wrong. You'll get the feel of the hands changing as you're sinking back. Forward, changing as you're sinking back. Forward, changing as you're sinking back. Each time I sink back, I'm sinking back onto my right foot. Okay? So forward, changing as I sink back. But this time, as I sink back, well, let's do it this way. Forward. This time, as I sink back, I'm going to turn a little bit to the right. Hands change. Okay? I'm going to turn forward so I can be straight ahead. Now I'm going to sink back onto the right foot, but I'm going to turn just a little bit to the left. Hands change. Forward, squaring up. Sinking back, turning a little bit to the right. Hands change. Forward, squaring up. Sinking back, a little bit to the left. Hands change. Forward, sinking back, turning maybe a little bit more to the right. Forward, sinking back, turning not as much to the right. It's much easier to turn to that side than it is to this side because this leg's in front. So I'm going to sink back and turn, weight's on the right foot, but my torso has turned this way. When I turn this way, make sure that your knee is in line with your toe. Make sure that you're not torquing your knee in, okay? So let's do that again. Forward, sink back, hands change. Forward, sink back, hands change. Forward, I'm sinking back, but turning to the left, hands change. Forward, sinking back, turning to the right, hands change. I'm going to re-emphasize this point. I said this as I was moving straight forward and back, but as I'm shifting forward, my arms are staying with my torso, okay? So I'm not moving my arms out. A lot of times when I say swims, people will start swimming like they're doing the crawl, okay? That's not the idea. The idea is that we want this hand moving with the torso. I shift back and the hands change. forward, arms are moving with the torso so that the movement is coming from here, not from here. Okay? One other thing you might notice about this. So let me do this. Swim, hands change. Swim, hands change. This move, here's the swim, this move is very similar to the rollbacks, or swinging the ball around, if you will. So here's rollback. Granted, when we're doing the rollbacks, we're doing it with the other foot forward, but same idea. Forward, rollback, swims, forward, hands change. So the rollbacks are, the actual movement here is different. Here's the swim, here's the rollback. And other than that, swim, rollback hand position, okay? Rollback, swim, rollback, swim. Forward, hands change. So this part of it is going to feel very familiar to the rollbacks. All right, so let me do this facing the proper direction. Let's say I've just done right shoulder strike. White crane spreads its wings, turning to the left, blocking down. I did that wrong. Turning to the left, blocking down, turning back to the right, unfurling up. Energy in both hands, and I keep turning to the right. As I keep turning to the right, my left hand is going to come back around, okay? As I step out, my right hand is going to drop down into the swim position, and then I'm going to shift forward. So as I'm shifting forward and turning, while my right hand is swimming, my left hand is sweeping past the knee. I get squared up here, and then I start sinking back and turning, and as I do that, my hands change. Right hand has dropped down across the body on the other side of the knee, so that when I swim forward, my right hand is brushing the knee. Sinking back, turning to the right, hands change. Swim forward, left hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, turning to the left, hands change. Swim forward, right hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, turning to the right, hands change. Okay? So those are the swims. When we're doing the swims, we do 4 of them, 2 on each side. But when you're practicing at home, feel free to do a whole ton of them. Okay? Remember, repetition of a single move is the best way to learn that move. Just keep doing that same move over and over again. But after this last swim, we're going to go into strike with right hand. So the hands are going to change again, but this hand, instead of getting into swim position, this hand is going to come in a little bit closer to the ear while I turn. I'm turning my hips to face the west, but my weight is still on my back leg. I'm not turning forward, okay? So weight is still on the back leg, and then I'm going to shift my weight forward, turn some more, right hand strikes with the edge of the hand coming up on one foot. This foot can just kind of hang down. Some people will bring this up as if we're doing right scissors, but you don't have to bring that up if you don't want to. So strike with right hand is here, okay? A couple notes about strike with right hand, and then I'll do the whole move in all the directions. It's the pinky edge of the hand that's going out, okay? Hand is still fairly relaxed. I'm not doing karate chop here. I'm also not doing this with the arm, okay? Some people will want to do this as if they're doing a tomahawk. But what we want to do is, again, have the internal create the external. So I've just done the last swim. Right hand comes in close. Now I'm going to start shifting forward and turning, and that shift forward and the turn is what's going to create the arm movement, okay? So what I'm not doing is extending my arm out. The only kind of extension that happens is going to happen from opening up the shoulder blades, and I'm way exaggerating this. You don't want to hunch over like this. So, end of the swims, turning, strike with right hand, up on one toe, up on one foot. Let me do it one more time from this side, the whole thing, so you get the whole set of it. So white crane spreads its wings, and you're going to keep turning. This pre-turning is called preloading. Right hand settles down, left foot steps out, right swim. Arms stay with the torso, right swim, left hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, hands change. Left hand rises, right hand down. Right swim, left hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, hands change. Right swim, left hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, hands change. Left swim, right hand brushes the knee. And then sinking back, hands change. Right hand comes in close to the ear. Shift the weight forward. Strike with right hand up on one foot. Okay? Let's do it from the front. So, white crane spreads wings, and I'm going to keep turning to the right. Left foot steps out, right hand drifts down. Forward, swim, brush the knee. Sinking back, hands change. Forward, swim, brush the knee. Sinking back, hands change. Forward and swim, brushing the knee. Sinking back, hands change. Forward and swim, brushing the knee. Sinking back, hands change. This time, right hand comes in close to the ear. Shift forward, coming up on one foot, strike with right hand. Okay? This hand is kind of like that hand resting on the beach ball floating in the water. All right, here we go. White crane spreads wings, and I'm going to keep turning. Right hand settles down, stepping out. Right swim, left hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, hands change. So my weight's on my right foot, but I've turned to the left. You don't have to turn a whole big way to the left, just a little bit. White crane spreads wings. Turning, stepping out. Here we go again. Right swim. Sinking back, hands change. Left swim, right hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, turning, hands change. Right swim, left hand brushes the knee. Forward. Sinking back, hands change. By the way, when I sink back, you want to make sure you're not sinking back like this. You want to kind of sit down onto your right foot. Swim forward, brush knee, sinking back, hands change. Right hand comes in close to the ear. Shift forward, strike with right hand up on one foot. All right, turning it 90 degrees again. White crane spreads its wings. White crane spreads its wings, and I'm going to keep turning. Stepping forward, hand settles down. Right swim, left hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, hands change. Left swim, right hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, hands change. Right swim, left hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, hands change. Left swim, right hand brushes the knee. Sinking back, hands change. Right hand comes in close to the ear. Shift forward, strike with right hand up on one foot. All right? So those are the swims and strike with right hand. We're probably a little bit more than halfway through the first section. So we're getting along there, okay? We'll keep going in the next video.